Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I watched The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 13, Chokepoint. Spoilers ahoy! If you haven't seen this episode yet and don't want to find out what happens, go watch the episode first. Alright, so I thought this episode was fantastic. I loved every single scene. There's excitement, there's mystery, there's suspense, and some pretty solid action. But we also had some humor and some diplomacy as well. We focused on two areas. We had Daryl, Connie, Lydia, and Henry escaping from the Whisperers, and then we also had the situation over at the Kingdom. There were three places, three stories going on. Over at the Kingdom, there's a problem. Jerry and his crew got hijacked by some folks who turn out to be the Highwaymen, who are like a splinter of the are they a splinter from the Saviors? Whatever they are, they're holding the Kingdom for ransom. They send a letter with Jerry back to that nobody who's coming for this fair are going to be treated fair unless they pay their toll. No one will be allowed past. So they go on their journey out there to kill them at first, but I think it was who presented the idea? Was it Carol? Was it Carol's idea to try talking to them first? I think it might have been. But they do. So I am skipping ahead. I want to get this storyline out of the way first. They do go and talk to them, and they offer, well, hey, instead of holding the roads ransom, well, you protect the roads, and you can be part of the fair, and that's not enough for them. This is, gotta do better. Well, when was the last time you saw a movie? And that turned things around right quick. So meanwhile, we have the crew from Hilltop heading back over there. We've got Rhett Butler and her husband with the baby that they stole from that they rescued from the Whisperers. We got Tara, of course, and then a bunch of other people. And they come upon a roadblock. A tree is fallen across the road, and then walkers are coming, and right at the last second, the newly recruited highwaymen come and save the day and escort them the rest of the way to the Kingdom. But they think, where's Henry? They were supposed to be on their way to meet us here. And that brings us to the main storyline of Daryl. Oh, Dog. I forgot all about Dog. There's 5 of them. Daryl and his crew, they go where Connie is leading them because it turns out she has a secret spot that her and her friends had stayed at earlier at some point in the past. So there's a cache of supplies, and the barricade's already set up and everything. So they set everything up as a trap to funnel as a choke point to get all the walkers in there, but the walkers can't get past a certain barrier, but regular humans can, and so that separates them out so that they're easier to determine that they're the enemy. And a battle ensues. At first, Lydia is in a closet with Dog to keep her protected because she doesn't want to fight the people that she knows, which is understandable. But she hears the chaos going on, the fighting, the grunting, the weapon hits, and she just has to get out of there. And just in time, the dog attacks the guy that just stabbed Henry in the leg, and while she's doing that, Daryl is fighting Beta, who is an absolute beast. They have a knife fight. They both bring 2 knives to a 2-knife fight. But it turns out that Daryl actually had a third knife, so he has the advantage there. But it was all a setup for another trap, the open elevator shaft that Daryl hides in that weapon cache cubby hole in the ground, in the floor. And as Beta is looking through trying to figure out where Daryl is, he's right there next to the elevator shaft. And Daryl leaps out and shoves him through the shaft. He falls to his presumed death. But the final scene of the episode, we see him wake up, a small spatter of blood near his head, but he is still alive, and there's no way that he isn't totally pissed off. So things continue onward as this crew heads over to Alexandria to get Henry patched up. But from there, where do they end up? Where will they go? Where will they seek refuge so that the Whisperers don't keep coming for Lydia and endangering everybody who is around them? They've got to just kill Alpha and Beta and just kill all of them. But as long as Alpha is still in charge of them, they're going to keep trying to go after Lydia, and that's some bad news bears for everybody. The preview for next week looks like all the clips that they showed were at Alexandria, which is good because they were not the focus at all in this episode. We didn't see them at all except for the folks who were on the road. But they were on the road from Hilltop. Never mind. So we didn't see anybody from Alexandria except technically. No, yeah, because Daryl and them are also from Hilltop. Anyway, they're coming from Hilltop. So we have Alexandria next week. Only 3 episodes to go. This half of the season is just absolutely fantastic. It's like the best the show has been. I can remember, really. I don't think I was even excited, like past really good seasons. I still wasn't excited for it as I am for this season, this half of this season. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, I loved it when Beta, when he first he breaks through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man, and then immediately he turns into Batman and asking, "Where is she?" I thought that was really fun. There's some other stuff that I liked a lot, but oh man, I can't remember exactly. The leader of the Highwaymen, I forgot to look up the actor's name, but I believe he is in Fargo season 1, and he's awesome in that. And I might be getting mixed up with somebody else, and if it is a different person, that person is awesome too. But I know I've seen this guy in some other stuff and that he's awesome in. And actually, I'm going to pause this recording so that I can look him up real quick. Oh, yeah, it was actually season 2. He played Bear Gearhart. His name is Angus Sampson, and he is also Tucker in all of the Insidious films. The Insidious films are awesome. So I like this guy a lot, and we see that this is his first appearance. He's the leader of the Highwaymen, and them coming in and saving the day at that roadblock. That was like, out of an episode of so many cool things, I think I liked that moment the most. That I was like laughing and like tearing up a little bit. This is so cool. They get to convince me in the movie theater and all that. Anyway, I love this episode. 3 more episodes to go this season, and honestly, this may be the first time in a while that maybe the first time ever that I'm bummed that the season is over. Rather than why they ended, like, we'll see if it ends up with something like that, but how the season has gone so far, it gives me hope that this is going to be one hell of a season finale. And oh man, I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, I didn't mean to it's going to be a whole month until probably the next issue of Walking Dead, the comic book. won't even come out until after this season ends anyway, or maybe it'll be like right the same week as the finale. So I don't feel too bad. I meant to read the latest issue of The Walking Dead and talk about that a little bit, but I just realized I have not done that yet. So next week's episode, I'll have read it. Actually, I'm going to go read it right now, so that in next week's episode, for episode 14 of season 9, I can talk about that issue of Washing Dead. The Washing Dead. That's what they were doing in the first season. They're doing their laundry in the river or whatever. I guess we saw the Whisperers doing that at their camp and stuff, hanging up their clothes to dry and things like that. Anyway, that's it for now. Let me know what you thought about this episode of The Walking Dead by tweeting me at TIW Podcast. Go to TIWpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you listen to podcasts. And I'll be back next week with The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 14. I'm super excited. Here on TIW Podcast. Bye.